Alright guys, this is pretty much just a test for my brand new GoPro Hero 7 Black here camera. What I've noticed already from just messing around with it, it kind of gives a fishbowl effect. Like it's toward the center of the screen right here, it's kind of bowed this way. So it's probably a setting on that I just need to figure out. This thing has been a mess trying to figure it out because I am not a tech-savvy guy when it comes to computers and electronics. So I ended up having to get my neighbor over here at the house today to try to figure it out for me. Anyway, so this is just a test video. I'm going to see how the video quality goes, how the sound goes, and then after I get it uploaded to the computer, I have to figure out how to get it to YouTube for you guys to see it. So, ought to be fun. So I'm just going to do a pretty good walk around video of the four-door here. I haven't worked on this car, either car, in a couple of days. Actually, a lot more than that, since Sunday, I believe. I hurt my back at work Tuesday afternoon, and I didn't go to work yesterday. I was supposed to work on a truck today. I didn't do that. And at least today I can stand up straight, so I'm in a little bit better shape. Sometimes with my back issues, sometimes my back will go out and then it just takes a couple days for it to get back into shape. But I have to be careful what I'm doing, which slinging a sledgehammer trying to knock a big old piece of steel out of a piece of pipe is probably not the best thing to do. But anyway, just a test video here. I did a video a while ago. It was about 15 minutes long. I imported it to the computer and it only took 8 minutes of it. It like just cut off. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm going to try to do a little bit shorter one this time. One thing this thing is doing is you'll start recording and within like a minute or 2 minutes the screen goes black, the one that I'm looking at, but it still records. So there's got to be something I need to change on that as well. Anyway, so I cleaned the car out pretty good, and I know I have to put front floor pans in. This one's been fiberglass, that one's been steel. So the guy that worked on this side is a boat builder. This guy over here is a tin roof repair guy, because that's a piece of tin. Anyway, the car's not in too bad a shape. I did take all the stuff out of the roof, scraped it out, got rid of it, and just basically trying to get all the old funk out of here because the smell is terrible. I still need to get the firewall pad out, the heater, all that stuff. There's going to be rodents down inside that heater box, and that's probably why I'm still getting a little bit of smell. It's a lot better in here than what it was. I washed this whole car out with a hose, but I've been throwing parts and pieces back in here, so I'm getting a little bit more stuff in here. But I found a radio delete plate in my shed in a box. I stuck it on there. It's not tight. I just run the nuts up there by hand. But this dash is going to take a lot of work. I'm going to have to blast it. So I'll need to take the glass out and everything, you know. But the main thing I want to do when I get in this car home, I wanted to get the car because it was cheap. It was very, very inexpensive. It was worth the money that I paid for it. I just wanted to get it home and have it here. And then I just wanted to make sure the engine was okay. Now that the engine runs pretty decent, it still has a few more issues I need to address. But for now, it's good enough. But I was kind of thinking about putting the brakes on it. I got my Speedway disc brake kit here for it, but I forgot. I've installed a couple of those kits before in the past. I just, you know, when you don't do it regularly, you forget things. And I forgot that the calipers mount in the front instead of the rear, so your brake lines have to be redone. So I was planning on just putting a 62 Chevy truck master cylinder that I got on here. It's a single, but it bolts right on. And your lines still work. I was just going to leave it a single reservoir master cylinder and just put the disc brake kit on and my tubular control arms, and then put the gas tank in it, and then I could move the car around, you know, drive it around in the yard or maybe even down the end of the block. But now I'm kind of thinking it's probably time just to go ahead and push it over here in the fenced area and cover it up. So I've already spent more time on it than I wanted to mess with. But anyway, this car, it is going to take a lot of work. If I was just throwing it together to drive it, you know, and not mess with the paint and stuff on it, I could, you know, probably, I would say a good solid 7-day week, and I could rewire it, put the glass in it, put some tires on it, you know, put the gas tank, the radiator, and all the stuff I have for it. I think about a week I could have it going, and that's not doing any paint work or anything. That's just basically bolting the car back together to make it run and drive again. I really thought that would have been cool to drive this over to the guy's place I got it from, because in his eyes that car was never going to be on the road again. So you know, he still owes me the bumpers, so I thought it'd been kind of funny just to drive it over there and put the bumpers on there. That would have really kind of blown his mind, but I don't really want to donate all the time to the car right now. But anyway, it's going to be a great car to build, but for me it's just going to be a work car. And after I get the hardtop done, I think what I might go ahead and do is first thing is I'm going to strip the whole car to bare metal with chemical stripper, aircraft remover. I love that stuff. It is messy, but it works good. I'm going to chemical strip the whole car down, pull the windshield out, pull the front clip off. I'm going to leave the doors on, and then go back and put an etch primer on it, or epoxy basically, and I'm going to paint it a willow green is what it's called. It's a seafoam looking green, because the original is Neptune. It's kind of dark, but anyway, I'm going to paint it willow green, and I'm going to do a tan top on it. And the dash will be the willow green, and the inlay of the dash will be the tan, but it'll pretty much have stock hubcaps and everything. It's going to look like a 55 four-door 210 right off the showroom floor, but anyway. So basically it's a video test. Let's see how it worked out.